What's going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video, and today we have a data download for a brand new special rare recruit character. So on this banner you can see there's a new SOGEKING. SOGEKING is coming to the game, and there is a specific event that is surrounded for this SOGEKING, which we will talk about briefly in this video today. But on this banner as well, you can see that some rate boosted characters here. You've got some shooters, slashers, and free spirit characters. So you've got limited recruit Kinemon, who is still a relatively good unit. He's a color affinity booster for slashers, and he also reduces 7 turns of the chain debuff. So he's actually really good for V2 Mihawk if you opt to use him as a captain for any content. You've got the limited rare recruit Carrot there as well. She's okay. And then Toadskii, who I think is one of the best limited rare recruits in the game. Alongside this Usopp, which we will talk about this Usopp in this video today, as well as the other stuff that came in the recent data download. So, this banner is going to be starting as soon as the Kizuna Clash concludes, which is on the 21st at 1900 PST time. Something else to note is that this whole event, like as soon as the Kizuna Clash ends on the 21st, 1900 PST time, as soon as this banner goes live, it will now begin part 2 of the One Piece countdown celebration. The One Piece history campaign is what it's called. So the first part of the One Piece history campaign was for the French anniversary with Shanks' crew, Arlong crew, and making your way up to this point. So this is the second part of the event, and then I believe the third part of the event is when version 10.0 will drop with Snake Man and all of that celebrations, right? So there's lots of really good stuff to look forward to. One thing that we are kind of assuming is happening at this point is sometime next week we are expecting the next Sugo-Fest batch to drop with Mihawk and Perona and also V3 Rayleigh. We are expecting that to be coming sometime next week. We just don't know an exact date yet. And obviously once all that stuff drops, I'll be making a video for you guys. But talking about this banner right here, the SOGEKING banner. 30 gems for the first multi, which is pretty good, and then you're guaranteed to get him on the second multi. That's pretty odd. I only remember one other time where that happened, where they introduced a new limited rare recruit, and they just guaranteed him after the second multi, and that was limited rare recruit Rogue. Not the quick one, the Psy one. I believe they did that right before Luffy and Law came out. So that's pretty odd, honestly. I was not expecting to see that. I knew that this banner was here, because I saw someone post about it, but no one posted what the steps was, and I checked it. It's guaranteed on the second multi is very bizarre. This unit is actually pretty good. So for them to guarantee him after the second multi, I would say if you are a player that spends money on this game quite regularly, I would say this is kind of worth it. Remember, you could potentially get him on the 30 gem multi as well, or you could get one of the other available limited rare recruits in that, first, 80 gems worth. But 80 gems for guaranteed SOGEKING is not terrible. I personally am thinking about doing this, but for those of you who, save for those big Sugo-Fest, you don't want to summon here. Just don't do it. Don't do it, okay? Anyways, third multi is a guaranteed rate-boosted Sugo-Fest exclusive. I did not see that either. Now remember, as I said, Mihawk and Perona and V3 Rayleigh should be coming next week. I have a feeling that because they make this banner so good, that Sugo-Fest with the new legends coming might be really, really good. That could be a reason why they are making this Sugo-Fest as good as what it is. So who's boosted again? Slashers, shooters. Oh, dude, if they boost Arlong and V3 Cruzan on this banner, I might have to do it. I might have to go to 3 multis, especially if they're the rate boosted ones. Anyway, the fourth multi is another special character. Then you got a recommended character on the 5th, another special character on the 6th, rate boosted legend on the 7th, and the 8th is another recommended character. Remember, recommended character is any of these units right here on this scroll wheel, right? So recommended character on the 5th and one on the 8th. Like, this banner for a limited rare recruit banner is actually pretty good. I feel like it would have been a bit better if they replaced Carrot on the banner for Bonnie, because I know a lot of people still don't have that Bonnie and she's really good. So either way, I think for a limited rare recruit banner, it's actually pretty good. Now, as for what this Usopp actually does, he's a quick shooter character, no secondary classes, which is obviously a pretty big downside, and many Usopps have that downside as well. It's really, really annoying. But, despite that, let's have a look. So, his captain ability is boosting quick and Psy characters by 2.75, and boost their attack by approximately 3 times after you hit 2 perfects in a row, and then boost their attack by 3.25 after you hit 4 perfects in a row. Not a great captain ability. Most of the time, you're going to be using a better captain than that. I mean, he's boosting quick and side. That's nice that he's boosting 2 colors, but there's much better characters you can use, right? If you're specifically running a quick and side team, you might as well run Shanks Crew as the captain. V2 Kuzan's a good option as well. There's, I mean, the Marco 6 Plus that just came out as well. Legend Carrot, but depending on the team, could work. There's lots of good units that are quick and side that you could use with this guy. But either way, 13 turn max cooldown. It will go ahead and deal 150,000 fixed damage to all enemies, and then reduces all enemies' damage reduction, so Rainbow Shield, and then reduce 3 turns of paralysis as well, and then boosts the slot effects of quick and side characters by 1.75 for 1 turn. But then during that turn, if you hit 4 perfects, you get a 2.25 times orb boost in the following turn. But in order for that to activate, your whole team has to have 5 or more quick or side characters, right? So obviously it's only really going to be benefiting if you are running that team, but still, 1.75 orb boost turn 1, and then 2.25 orb boost turn 2. That is pretty good. That is really, really, really good. So that's that. I think Usopp is overall a pretty good unit. Now, of course, he is an Usopp character and he's a shooter. I think it's kind of nice though because he's got decent utility. Shooters don't have the best utility in the game. I would have preferred it if he removed Rainbow Shield by 5 turns and Paralysis by 5 turns. That would have made him even better than what he already is. But I think just across the board, he's a pretty decent unit. I think guaranteeing him after 2 multis is pretty fair. Now, his crewmate abilities, quick characters base stats by 40, and then your crew's immune to remove SFX, which is the blindness debuff, which, that's good. That's actually pretty good. He has the Enrage for 120, that's not very good, and then barrier penetration above 50%, okay. And he has a support effect to Luffy, Zoro, Nami, Sanji, Chopper, so all the characters that were available during Eni's lobby. Not Robin, though. Oddly, not Robin. But adds 12% of his HP in recovery. Don't even worry about it, that's trash. Not even any attack boost, are you kidding me? Bruh, okay, well, that's limited rare recruit Usopp, or SOGEKING for you. So, another thing that we need to check out, if we go to the event page real quick, when you go to the event page, when this actually comes out, you guys will see a movie, just talking about, you know, part 2 of the One Piece history celebration. But right here, there is a brand new ship. This is a Merigo ship, and during this event period, it actually has a boosted effect. Once the actual campaign period ends, it's going to go back to a really weak ship. But during this event period, according to JP, it was minus 5 turns of cooldown at the start of the quest to all characters, 1.5 attack, and perfects are slightly easier to hit. So it's a pretty good ship. It doesn't give you any XP or anything like that, but it enables you to clear content faster, obviously, because minus 5 cooldown is just really good, right? Now, the main reason why you'd want to get this ship and make sure you have it available is because of the new raid boss that's coming out, which is the Clash CP9. Now, this event is very difficult. This is a very, very tricky event. There are some Chopper Man missions that are associated with this as well. But before we get into that, we want to discuss this actual unit. Now, this is the first of its kind where we have a brand new raid boss, and once you clear this raid boss, there is a chance that you can be ambushed by the Neo version of this character. You heard that correctly. This character is a strength unit. Now, the Neo version is a quick unit. Now, the Neo version technically is actually a super evolution of this character. So you got a 5-star unit here. Then when you clear the ambush quest, you can potentially drop a crystal skull to super evolve this character. So you can actually go ahead and max out a strength version, and you can max out a quick version of this character. I think the abilities are relatively similar. I think that the quick version, which is the 5+, is slightly stronger, but in my opinion, I'm probably going to go ahead and max out a strength and a quick version of this character, just because it'd be nice to have this character's abilities for 2 separate colors, but you guys will see what they do in just a second, right? So this character is a strength-driven slasher, and then when he super evolves, he is a quick-driven slasher. Captain ability, boost the crew's attack by 2.75, 1.2 health, but if this character becomes the captain in the middle of an adventure, it becomes a 3.5 times captain and a 4.25 captain to himself. So he hits really, really hard by himself. Everyone else gets 3.5, which is not terrible. Now, as for his special, He needs quite a few skill ups, but it reduces all enemies' resilience by 5 turns and damage reduction by 5 turns, which is the Rainbow Shield, and then changes Strength, Quick, and Psi characters, empty block bomb slots to matching, and then this character becomes your captain for 2 turns. I think this character is really good, and obviously his captain effect, it is annoying that he becomes the captain in the middle of an adventure, but at least his captain ability is not terrible. And in terms of free-to-play, this guy's a really good free-to-play unit, right? Because you can build, you know, a team around this and just have this guy for amazing utility, some nice orb manipulation, and then when you use the special, you can get a 3.5 rainbow captain. In terms of free-to-play, there aren't too many free-to-play characters that are easily usable that have a 3.5 captain, and then he himself hits really hard. The 5+ version has a slightly different, I think the multipliers are slightly different on the 5+, and I'm not 100% sure what his special ability does upon super evolving, but just so you know that there is this one, the difficulty, the 9-star difficulty, and then there is a 10-star difficulty, which I believe is no different from the 9-star, except it has a restriction where you can only bring quick and psi characters. Because if we check out the Chopman missions real quick, go to the special missions, there we have missions for depending on how many times you clear the event. So it says clear Clash CP9 on any difficulty 1 time, and then it says ambush versus CP9 Neo does not count. So there you go, that's the difference there. So you've got those, and then you've got this one, clear the Clash CP9 with quick and psi characters, ambush CP9 does not count. So when you do clear that mission, you get 5 rainbow gems for clearing it with a quick and psi team. So that's very good. Remember, dual units do count. So if a dual unit is like strength and quick, it still classifies it as a quick character for the condition of this mission, which is very good. And then you've got, if you clear the ambush quest 1 time, you get 5 rainbow gems as well. So you can get 10 free rainbow gems just by clearing the event. But then there's also something else here. If you clear the CP9 event with a Luffy in your team, you get a guaranteed ticket that will be any Nico, Robin, Rare Recruit character. Now, I don't know which characters are available. I would assume that Robin and Nami Dual Legend will also be included in this. The other Legend Robin will also be included, I would assume. And then any other summonable non-special character, you know, not a limited rare recruit or any of those special time rare recruits. It'll be just a generic Robin character. So it's not amazing, but hey, it's a free Robin character, I suppose. So you can get one for a Luffy in your team, and then another for clearing it with an Usopp in your team. So those are the missions that are associated with this CP9 event. But there we go. That's what we have right now for this event so far. We've got the CP9 raid. We have the brand new ship that's going to be available. And, of course, we've got limited Rare Recruit Usopp. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today. And if you guys did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.